welcome to Open the Gate. This is a very special episode. We are in Antwerp and we are in the Fashion Museum, the MOMU, and I'm with Karen. Hello Karen.
Hi Romain.
Very good, thank you for being with us. Karen, you've been connected with many exhibitions in the MOMU, but this one is a very special one because you presented it and it's your own show. How does it feel and are you happy about it?
Yes, I'm very happy because it's true. I worked on many exhibitions before, since 4 years, and this was the first time I presented a thematic subject, and I really did everything by myself. And the reactions so far have been very positive. We have a lot of international visitors, but also a lot of Belgian school kids and grannies who really like it. So it's nice to see, and we also get a lot of fashion press, that many different types of people are so much enthusiastic about feathers.
Very nice. How did it come in your mind to build an exhibition about feathers? Is it something that is actual in the fashion right now?
We always have a designer exhibition and then a thematical exhibition, and we recently got from a Dutch person a donation of historical feather pieces to wear on your hat.
Very nice.
This was a beautiful donation, and then I thought we should show it, but I also saw on the catwalk there were so many inspiring collections with feathers that it would be nice to have current catwalk pieces combined with historical, mostly accessories from the donation.
Very nice. Feather is right now today a very important craftsmanship. People like to experiment and find new techniques. There is feather that are not available right now because it's like protected species. Can you maybe explain us how does it work today?
Yes, today the work or the craftsmanship of houses like Maison de Mariée in Paris is very advanced, very sophisticated. They can make things that don't look like a feather at all, that are also in this exhibition, but of course they can also create the most extravagant, beautiful feathers. And because, for example, birds of paradise, they are protected, they can make from a chicken or a crow feather, they can dye it and cut it in a way that it looks like a bird of paradise feather. So today, no longer the birds don't have to be hurt or chased.
That's very nice.
But there are some pieces in the exhibition that are more historical, where there are, or like the swan's down coat, where it's still used with the real protected species feathers, but then we always explain that it
belongs to the history.
Yes, it's a part of the story of feathers in fashion.
Bird of Paradise is the name of the exhibition. How did you come up with this?
Well, because we of course also refer to the bird, that it's very beautiful, it has beautiful feathers, but because it's rare and extinct, we also wanted to use it as a kind of metaphor for the women who wear this kind of couture garments, because not a lot of people today still have this feeling for couture and for wearing these extravagant pieces. So we also think women who wear it are a kind of bird of paradise.
Very nice. I mean, during the exhibition we don't only see fashion, there is also like art sculpture. Is it something that you wanted to show close to the, I mean, fashion is art also, but this is like more as a sculpture. How did it do?
Yeah, so I came across this artist just when I was looking and doing research into feathers and contemporary, mostly designers, but then it was actually on a fashion website that I found an image of her work. It's Kate McGuire, and it's
she's from London, right?
Yeah, she's a British artist from London, and I think this is just beautiful, the sculptural way she uses the feathers. But what is also striking is that she uses feathers that are kind of garbage or that we don't see as beautiful. For example, from the pigeon, it's not really something that has to do with these couture feathers, but her way of, we have a lot of prejudices about pigeons and dirt, but she makes these really beautiful artworks and shapes with it, so it was a nice way, I think, to confront people with their prejudices, and then something so beautiful made out of lost or found feathers.
Very nice. And I mean, that's been the way that you've been working for this one. Also, you've been very large. Like you said, there is this Marlen Dietrich cape out of swan. And there's this Chimère Mugler, which is like a very big iconic pieces. We have got some Saint Laurent, some Chanel. Like the collection is very, very large. What is the secret of a very well-balanced exhibition? How do you structure it?
Yes, it's true. We first had to decide what angle we would take because if you take feathers, it's such a large subject. Also, if you think about ethnic uses of feathers or in Indian masks and all these, or from Australia, for these more ethnic pieces, and also the kind of cabaret showpieces that everybody thinks about when they think of feathers, we realized this would be too much for one exhibition. So we said, okay, because we are a fashion museum, we focus really on the use in fashion and mostly in designer and couture garments. So this exhibition is mainly couture pieces, and I think it's very beautiful because it's about the craftsmanship, kind of forgotten art of the plumassier. Yeah. It is now coming back a bit, and people start to reappreciate these kind of older métiers and techniques. But it's true that most of the pieces here are quite high, are not not casual wear.
Yes. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, like, the MOMU has its reputation now. It's been like more than 10 years that it exists. And I think you need to fight for those pieces, and you've been like building your tricks and your relationship. Is there pieces that you're very proud that you could get for this exhibition?
Yes, there are some rare pieces that haven't been out of their box or their archive for a long time. Wow. For example, the nuclear chimera and the big butterfly. I think maybe it was only worn on the défilé even, and then went into the archive. So it's very nice that they are now on show. But also the Marlene Dietrich coat, because it's so fragile, it cannot be on show a lot, so we had to fight so it would be here on show. But also, of course, with McQueen, for example, the Alexander McQueen pieces are also quite protected because of the status of his work. But I really thought McQueen should be in the show because his use of feathers was throughout his career very important. The same thing we see with Yves Saint Laurent.
Yes.
At the beginning of his career in the 60s, he used feathers as a kind of very light symbol of 60s liberation. Yes. But at the end, when you also know about his life story, that he became more introverted and a bit more melancholic, you see that the feathers become more like a kind of enclosing of the body. So it's a bit the same with McQueen. That in the end, so he kind of wants to protect women, and it is very different from the feathers at Dior or Chanel, where they are more elegant and more maybe frivolous. But it's very nice to see all these different characters of the designers through their use of feathers.
Very good. So can we expect some more surprise in the future? I heard there is this big dress Benetton from Paris coming also in Antwerp.
Yes, next spring in 2015 we have the big Dries exhibition that will be slightly altered to fit the museum and to also because Antwerp is a special place for Dries. But this fall we also will have a very nice collection presentation, a new exhibition, because we got so many donations the last couple of years because the MOMU has been growing a lot and gets a lot of international recognition. We got some donations by Nicolas Guesquière from Balenciaga, also the Helmut Lang archives. So this fall we will show all the top pieces that we got over the last 5 years.
Like a best of.
Yes, so
very
this will be nice.
Thank you, Karen, for being with us, and we will be continuing to come to the museum.
Yes.
What makes the museum so famous in Europe? Because it's like becoming a reference into the fashion museum.
Well, it's true that for a very young museum, 10 years, I feel like we get quite a lot of recognition. Of course, Antwerp in itself, the fashion link, and people need a kind of destination when they come to Antwerp where to see not just the shops, but maybe a bit more of a story around the academy and the MOMU and the fashion in Antwerp. But I also think we have grown from maybe more only we started mostly with Belgian designers, but I think now we are becoming a bit bigger, and we also show things that are maybe less Belgian, like the feathers, for a larger public, and this seems to work very well, so we hope to get more and more.
So one of the very good reasons to come to Antwerp and visit the Moorish. Yes. Thanks to Karen, and see you very soon.
Yes, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Open the Gate. I see you very soon. 9:00 p.m. on souvenirsfromearth.tv. Bye!